Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Richard Weil, and we welcome you into the NRC Helpful Moment, number 154, live from Arvada, Colorado, at the Butchery Cut Above restaurant in Arvada. It's a absolute icon here in the Arvada market in the Denver area. Of course, we always welcome in Mr. Brian Devine from Cafe Fuel, top line manager. Hello, Brian. How are you It's a chilly day here in Denver. We had, I think, 3 to 5 inches of snow yesterday. I think it was 7 degrees here this morning in the Denver area, nice and chilly. But want to welcome in a dear friend and colleague that we've known each other about 40 years or more, Karen Parker, who's the general manager here at the butchery. And Karen made some life good decisions here in the last year and a half. For personal reasons, mostly, she's moved on from owning and being a co-owner and proprietor of a long-standing restaurant of 31 years were you there?
31 years.
31 years at the Fresh Fish Company. But she's been here as the general manager, pretty much running the whole show here at the butchery since September, I believe. Is that right? Or
yes,
October?
Yep.
And so Karen is a expert in the food service and hospitality industry. She's a past chairwoman, I should say, of the board of the Colorado Restaurant Association. Still very active in the industry. Karen, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Richard. I appreciate the opportunity.
We're glad to have you here. And the butchery, this is a really wonderful, beautiful restaurant here. And it's what I would consider to be something that you kind of step back in time and great memories, but great food, great service. Karen, what have you done in terms of adding the word leadership into a restaurant that's been here many years, but certainly processes and where you're taking the restaurant as the general manager? What are you doing? Tell everybody, because we've been talking about staffing and things like that. Interesting enough, the butchery is fully staffed. So what are you doing?
We are. So, well, in my opinion, there's two really important things about running a restaurant. There's the mechanics, and then there's the philosophy. And you've got to get the buy-in from your staff. I was fortunate enough to inherit some really good people, and then I went out there, and it took me 3 months, but I found my A-team. Your people are your number one priority. You've got to find the right people, put them in the right place, and then you've got to take care of them. Being the new general manager, I had to make sure they understood my philosophy of running a restaurant, which is very basic. This is my home, and I'm having guests over for dinner, and I want to make sure all the pieces are in the right place. Clean restaurant, hot food, and it's important that all those little countless unseen details matter. If it's not important to me, it's not going to be important to them. So every day you teach them the importance of those many, many, many details. Training, countless training, shift meetings, tasting, making sure that you hold quality food, and then getting to know the customers and the clientele. Getting to know that, hey, this is my home. I want to make sure you're happy, visiting and touching every table. And when your staff sees how much you care, they start to care more. And it's super important that they know that I appreciate that they care and reward them and acknowledge that they're doing a great job. Leadership is showing them and leading by example, earning their respect, not demanding their respect, and creating that team. And I feel like we have our A-team now, and we're just going to continue to raise the bar and provide excellent service and continue to train. It's been fun. I'm back in the game, and I'm loving it. I get to take care of my guests and take care of my people, and we're a family.
What's really fun about Karen, and like I said, we've known each other a long time. She remembers literally everybody's birth dates, anniversaries, the kids' dates. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And I will tell you that she makes it a special dining occasion for the guests, for her staff, and it really reflects well that word leadership. But she also adds the word love, because she really puts a lot of love into her staff and into her guests, and it's genuine. It's from the heart. It's heartfelt. Leadership is just something that you just do. And where did you learn that?
Well, your father was a mentor of mine.
I know.
The wonderful Bob Weil, and
Thank
your
you.
mother, Debbie Weil. They
Thank
were
you.
mentors of mine, along with Charlie Smith and some other wonderful restaurateurs in the industry. They brought me up and got me addicted to this business. And a lot of it also has to do with trusting each other. You put your trust in somebody, and the staff here. I told them I have this experience, and they had to put their trust in me, and I put my trust in them. But yeah, the mentors I've had over the years have been awesome, and it's been 40 years that we've known each other.
Yeah, it has. It has. And I know we're not going to really be able to show around the restaurant here today, but this building is how many years old?
I believe it was built in the mid-'70s. It was the old neighborhood originally.
And it's almost a 50-year-old building. You would not know it. I mean, it's clean, it's lit, it's well lit, it's laid out. There's not old dirt running around here. There's not new dirt either. It's cleaned every day. And when you think about your restaurant and some of the little things you need to be doing, it's the air ducts, it's things in the corner, it's the cove base, it's little things underneath the booths. They have elevated seating in some of their booths. The booths are not torn, they're not ripped. These are the things that make a difference while customers will come into your restaurant. Now, you must have put together some sort of a process to make sure all those things when you got here to make sure it's happening.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, it's the basics every day. You start by walking in the front door and viewing your restaurant from the eyes of a customer, all the way to the restrooms, to the dining room, checking temperatures, making sure food's hot, the appearance of your staff, and the same thing every single day to make sure it's right.
And it's imperative getting back to these basics. And that's really about leadership, folks. The topic for today. I can't thank you enough, Karen. Brian, we're going to pivot to you to see what you want to throw out there in terms of how you want to wing this into the social media side or the marketing side. But
yeah,
you come up with something.
I always do. No, what caught my attention was actually when you said that Karen had the special ability of remembering names and birth dates and things like that, which is amazing. And obviously, if you can do that, you can create one heck of an amazing experience for the diners. For those of us who can't do that, I highly recommend that you build a list with that information in it so that you don't have to remember birthdays if you just can't. And that way you can have marketing systems that will wish people a happy birthday and give them a reason to come and visit you during their birthday week. And it is surprisingly easy to do, but few people do it, and those that do it tend to not do it very well. So please just take a moment and think about what that process can look like for you, because it is extremely powerful. So obviously, Karen, congratulations for being able to remember that stuff. For those of us who can't, write it down or put it into your database so that you can help people have that experience, and you don't have to necessarily remember all of that. So that's all I wanted to add for today.
And I'll tell you the other thing about the butchery here, they're using really outstanding beef, outstanding products, their proteins and ingredients, and they're doing a really excellent job in making sure that the guests' expectations are met every time. That's what you do.
That's what I do, and I love it. I'm having a great time. That's
what she does. So everybody, we've been sitting here thinking about things that can't happen, and we've been talking about the last month of, the COVID, the resurgence of Omicron, the staffing, and all these things. We're going to move forward here with getting back to more helpful moments on things that just remember to kick yourself in the behind a little bit and talk about some of those basics. But it starts with leadership. If there's anything we can do to be helpful, please call upon us. But we have colleagues and friends like Karen Christopher Parker here, and she's a pro. She's an expert, and we're just delighted she could join us today. So thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
All right. That's it for the 154th edition of the NRC Helpful Moment. So long for now, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Cool. I don't know what it is.
Nope. Go on.